along the top rope barrier so you can all have a closer look at these birds. Now when the penguins do come close, if I can please remind you not to stroke them, they will bite if you try to stroke them, so please keep your fingers to yourselves. Don't worry if they do decide to join you in the audience, there's plenty of people around who will guide the penguins back in the right direction. We've got a really good turnout here today, not quite all of our 23 Humboldt penguins, but certainly a large majority of them. And it is a totally voluntary exercise as to whether or not they do decide to come out and follow the fifth bucket. Don't worry about any of them deciding to stay in the enclosure. We always make sure that everyone else has their fill. So here at the zoo we have 23 Humboldt penguins, 5 youngsters from grade 2 to 3. The others are all breeding pairs that have got really good bonds with one another and done very well as part of the breeding programme. This is excellent news because unfortunately the Humboldt penguin is now an endangered species of bird. This basically means they're very rare out there in the wild and they're expected to become extinct in the wild in less than 100 years. The population continues to decline and currently is on. Luckily, there's lots of conservation projects taking place in Chile and Peru, and last year one research for the first time announced that the population increase is going to decrease, which is brilliant news for these little birds, but they still have a long way to go before they reach the hundreds and thousands they used to be out there in the wild. Unfortunately, it was a very dramatic drop in the population. Going back around 100 years ago, land litters recycling on displays go over into the boats, and Milo guano, fossilised bird droppage, was built up for 100 years off the breeding ground to find these birds. By now harvesting all of this guano away, the birds can no longer come out of their nest sites and dig out of the guano the scrapes they needed. So unfortunately the eggs really meant they went lost of predators like gulls and foxes and caracalas, but also had an effect of the cold weather conditions. The numbers really plummet. In just 35 years, the numbers went from hundreds of thousands down to only 30,000. This is really sad news for Humboldt penguins, but unfortunately now they face further dangers caused by overfishing, marine pollution and global warming is all taking its toll. There's only estimated 7,000 to 10,000 birds left out there in the wild at the moment. It's not all doom and gloom, however, because luckily there is a really good captive breeding programme for these birds. You find them spread in a lot of zoos throughout Europe, and luckily they do incredibly well in zoos. It's brilliant news. The worst does happen and we do lose the wild population. At least we have a purebred captive breeding programme for these birds. It's going from strength to strength. So one day we may be able to start a reintroduction programme and put them back out there into the wild. But if the worst does happen, they do become extinct and we haven't lost this species forever. You may well have noticed we have 5 youngsters. All of them currently, I think, are staying in the enclosure, not one out here on the parade. And you can tell those youngsters are, even though they are pretty much as fully grown as the adults are here, because they haven't got the white stripe that goes around the head and body like all of the adults do. The easy way to tell those young juvenile penguins to wait for the adults, they won't gain that white stripe until they're around a year of age. And then they'll start to lose all of their feathers in one go. It's known as a very dramatic moult they have, a catastrophic moult, and then they'll gain that white line that goes around the head and body. They become sexually mature when they're around 3 years of age. That's when our young penguins will be going off to other collections to join the breeding programme elsewhere. They'll hopefully find unrelated mates of their own, and then they'll usually stay loyal to one another year after year. Because both in collections as well as out there in the wild, penguins will pair up for life as they loyal to one another all of the time. 20 years in the wild to around 30 years in collections. Well, we do hope you've enjoyed watching our beautiful penguins out and about in the parade, our lovely military macaws, as well as Icarus, the Lara Falcon, and Storm, our lovely barn owl. My daughter penguins are left safely down inside the enclosure. We'll be dropping down the rope barrier, and then open the doors to penguins so you can have a closer look at them. And then we'll be moving on to the feeding long flower there. Hope you have a great day here.
We'll go see the sea lion, see if they get to